Recently, Tori Spelling has been making headlines for moving into an RV with her 5 kids. But weirdly enough, her husband Dean McDermott is nowhere to be seen. So where is he? Are he and Tori still together? You guys will never believe what their relationship actually looks like right now. There's no denying that Tori and Dean have had their fair share of ups and downs throughout their relationship. But recently, it looks like things have finally taken a turn for the worse. Just a couple of months ago, Dean took to Instagram to write a post announcing their separation. He said that even though they have an amazing family together, he and Tori unfortunately decided to go their separate ways. He then said that they would continue to work as loving parents for their children through the difficult time, and he finished it off by asking for privacy. But what's interesting about this post is that he deleted it just hours after he first posted it. Not only that, but Tori also hasn't publicly addressed the post at all, or even confirmed if they're splitting up or not. The whole thing really seemed to have come out of the blue, and it looks like no one expected it. Just days before the post was made, Dean and Tori were seen together celebrating their daughter Stella's 15th birthday, and at the time, it didn't seem like anything was out of the ordinary. So where exactly did this come from, and is it really true? Their relationship has always been difficult from the start, since they were both married to other people when they met in 2005, and they've been pretty open about cheating on their previous spouses with each other before they ultimately got married in 2006. And throughout their relationship, it seems like cheating was a common theme for them. In the beginning, nothing major happened in their relationship, and they even chose to renew their vows in 2010. But by 2014, it was discovered that Dean had actually cheated on Tori with another woman while he was filming for something in Canada. The whole thing was pretty messy, but Dean fully admitted to his actions and was committed to making things right with Tori. At the same time, he also admitted himself into a rehabilitation center to deal with some personal issues. Despite the obvious roadblock in their marriage, the two of them still decided that they wanted to stay together and work things out. At the time, Tori told People that it was going to take time, but she still ultimately wanted to stay with him. And all things considered, it seemed as though Dean really did change his ways. He even proposed to her again in 2016 during a family trip to Europe. And just months later, they announced that Tori was pregnant with their 5th child. For a long time, things were looking great between them until speculations about them possibly splitting popped up in 2021. In March of that year, Tori was seen without her wedding ring on, and just a few months later, she all but admitted to the fact that they no longer slept in the same bed. During an appearance on Jeff Lewis Live, the host asked Tori about the speculations and if there was any truth to them. And while she didn't confirm or deny anything, Tori did mention that Dean was sleeping in a different room, and that at the moment she was sleeping with her kids and her dog. Sources came forward to tell Us Weekly that the two of them were having major issues, and by October of that year, another source told Us Weekly that Tori wanted a divorce, but that she felt trapped and didn't know how to do it. The breakup rumors got even more intense just a couple of months later when Tori posted her family's holiday card on Instagram. Everyone immediately noticed that Dean wasn't on it. In response to the rumors, Tori came forward to say that Dean wasn't on the holiday card because he was in Canada for work, and it was later reported by Us Weekly that the two of them did actually spend Christmas together as a family that year. But the weird thing in all of this was that it seemed like there was no reason for the split in the first place, and it's strange that Tori would be the one who wanted it, considering the fact that she didn't leave him all those years ago during the cheating scandal. But interestingly enough, it seems as though Dean's oldest son Jack, from his first marriage to marry Joe Akustis, might have more information on the whole family dynamic. Just last December, Jack came forward to say that his mother Mary was spreading wrong information about Dean and Tori, which ultimately created a divide in their family. In his Instagram post, Jack said that he doesn't usually talk about his parents' divorce since it happened way back in 2006, but he finally felt like he had to step in because of his mother's decision to spread lies about Dean and Tori and their 5 children. Previously, Dean had actually still had a friendship with Mary, and the two of them even co-hosted a podcast together, but Dean decided to ultimately step away from the project. According to Jack, Dean made the decision to leave the podcast because of Mary's negative comments about Tori and her family, and she even consistently tried to ruin his character. Surprisingly enough, Jack was actually defending his father the whole time, and he mentioned that there's no doubt his mother drove a wedge between their families, and he wasn't really sure if they would ever be capable of mending it. Although we can't be totally sure if the situation had anything to do with Dean or Tori's relationship, it's definitely possible that it could have brought up some unpleasant things. While we may not know the real reason behind Dean's post about their separation, the aftermath of it is still pretty strange. By all accounts, for a while it looked like nothing had changed between the couple, and they were even still living in the same house. But then sources came forward to say that Dean was only staying in the house due to financial reasons. And one source also said that even though he was living there, he was completely done with the relationship and was packing his bag. They also said that he was completely serious about it and that he only took the post down because Tori didn't want him to keep it up. Things have been pretty chilly between Dean and Tori for a long time. Apparently, they were just keeping things together for the kids. But of course, the whole thing is just speculation since neither Dean nor Tori have officially come forward to confirm the status of their relationship. Although Dean's post definitely said a lot, the whole thing is just weird when you think about it. And it's even more strange that he would be the one to leave Tori rather than the other way around, because it just doesn't seem very consistent with what's happened in their relationship up until this point. There are still a lot of questions that I think we all have about this whole thing, but it's definitely possible that the sources are right, especially when you think about the fact that back in 2021, Tori confirmed that they no longer sleep in the same bed. And now that she's living in an RV with all of her children and not Dean, it seems even more likely that he just isn't involved with the family anymore. Of course, all of this is pretty recent news, so only time will tell if they decide to speak against the rumors and say that they're still together, or if they will finally confirm that they have officially split up. But in the meantime, what do you guys think about all this? Do you think that they're still together? And why do you think Dean deleted the mysterious Instagram post? Let me know in the comments below.